Yo, what is up? It's your boy Slosh Tugs back again with another video. Today I'm gonna be ranking. Well, I already ranked, but ranking every movie I watched in 2024. Um, so let's just get straight into it. This isn't every movie because um 13 of the movies I watched last year got taken off of this website. All right, so. Up at last place, we got Minimalist Shark Horror movie. This movie is just it's like it's trying to be like quirky and like cool. So it's like 41 minutes of just um like colors, and it just switches the color every like 20 seconds. Yeah, it's supposed to be like it's supposed to be like kind of quirky or something. Um, Next up is Wavelength. It's another like kind of like quirky thing. I think his name is Michael Snow. He does um he just like he films windowsill for like 45 minutes or like 55 minutes, and then adds like some effects, like some visual effects. It's really, I mean, yeah, it's just trying to be like quirky and stuff. All right. Next up at 850 is Back and Forth. This is also directed by Michael Snow. It goes back and forth between like in a room basically. Um, and it's like like it's like 45 minutes. It's a little bit better than the other two, but it's the same like thing. It's just like trying to be quirky, um, and then this is La Route des Alpes d'Auvergne Mont Pelvoux, 1921. This is like it's like a it's like an educational thing. It's like a documentary about like a mountain or something. It's really bad. And then we got The Murder of George Floyd, A Nation Responds. I watched this like while playing like 2K or something. I don't know why. But I just watched it because it's on here for some reason. Because it's like a news broadcast, so I'm surprised it's on here. And it has one thing that stood out though is that it has the guy who plays Chef in South Park in it. I forgot his name, but it has him in it. And then we got the Attack of the Giant Blurry Finger. This is by the same guy who made an Endless Shark horror movie. It's just really bad and boring. And this is Rachel Hunger. It's by the same guy who made like Attack of the Giant Blurry Finger and the Shark horror movie. It's really bad and boring. Um, this is Anti Porno. It's directed by Sion Sono, who is on this list a few other times. And this movie is just trying to be like kind of edgy, and like it's just super boring and super like cringe. Like it tries super hard to be like edgy. It's really cringe, honestly. Um, The Habit of Happiness. I couldn't tell you a single thing that happens in this. Like same with this. There's a lot of just like random like silent films that like half paid attention to. They're here. Um, yeah. All okay. Now we're into the 2 out of 10s. So these were all the 1 out of 10s. Now we're at the 2 out of 10s with Madeline. I don't even know. Yeah. Uh, I don't even know what this. I don't know what this is. Okay, this is Fast Shark 2, Faster Shark. It's like trying to be quirky because it has like really like bad like audio and bad dialogue, and it's like improv basically. It's just really bad. Um, if it's just a random silent film, I don't even know. I'll just like skip over it. Um, 1 star is like it's like about a guy who like he review bombed like the guy who made it. And it's the same guy who made like Fast Shark and like some of these other ones. It's just like sucks. This is okay. Next up is Cogs Multiverse. So this is it's like a guy. He goes on. Well, I think they're trans, but they go on Snapchat and then they like screen record it and try to do like a movie, but and they try to do like quirky stuff, but it's just really boring. No, this is Christine. So I watched this during school, and it's really bad. It's all about just like this girl who's like, well, it's all about like the shock value. So this girl's like 12, and she just like walks around and like does heroin with other kids, and it's supposed to be like shocking, but it's really just boring. This is Fast Shark, the prequel to Fast Shark 2, Faster Shark. It's just like the same like like improvisational, like just trying to be quirky trash. Next up is The Ape, 1940. I'm pretty sure it stars Boris Karloff, but I remember it's like clickbait, and the ape is like in the movie for like 30 seconds, and it's really just like super boring, even though it seems like it wouldn't be like too bad. Next up is 6 Days Alone, directed by Daniel Watts, I think his name is. Um, he's another one of these like YouTube filmmakers who just post way too many like movies that just suck. This one's just terrible. He like vlogs himself, and it's just, like meta kind of, and it's just really bad. Next up is The Beach Bum. This stars Matthew McConaughey, and like it's just really it has like Snoop Dogg, and he like transports like weed on a helicopter or something. Um, or no, on a seaplane, I think. But yeah, it's just really terrible. It's like it just sucks really, and it's super boring. Next up is Suicide Squad 2016. Yeah, this movie's ass, but I mean, I would definitely watch it over everything below it. Next up is the Toll Gate, 1920. It looks like I think it's a western. I like the poster, I guess. Next up is Deadly Weapons. It's like a it's like a sexploitation movie. It's really boring. Okay, now we're at the 3 out of 10s, guys. So, then we got the Lighthouse Keepers, 1929. I don't really remember. The Wind. I was very disappointed by The Wind because it has a 4.0 rating on the Letterboxd. So I thought it'd be good, but it's terribly boring. Uh, Nobody came to my birthday party because the world ended 3 weeks ago. It's another like cringe YouTube movie. It's just terrible. It's like quirky. It sucks. Next is Stock Shark, it's like a fake AI like Chat GPT like comedy or something. It's really boring. This is I Want to Win an Oscar by Daniel Lotz. It's like cringe and boring. Um, so I'm seeing a pattern. It's like most of the lowest ones are like shitty YouTube, like amateur movies, and then like silent films. Um, Berlin Symphony or whatever of a Great City. It's just like shots of like Berlin in the 20s. It's well made, but it's pretty boring. Next up is The President. I couldn't tell you a single thing about it. Hunchback of Notre Dame, 1996 knockoff movie. It's like okay, I guess. Fittest Hooray. I remember I fell asleep during watching this. Actually, no, I didn't. I didn't. But I was like really close to falling asleep during this. Now we got Tartufi. I actually watched this twice this year. Last year, I guess. I don't know why. Actually, no, I watched it in 2023 and in 2024. Not sure why. Well, I guess F.W. Murnau. I think he's like one of my favorite like silent film directors, I guess. But yeah, this movie's terrible. It's about like a girl who like I think it's about a girl who like tries to seduce men or something. Manhattan Madness. I don't know. There's the bad guy, the wolf, and the surprise party. It's you know, quirky YouTube movie. It's terrible. The Crime of Dr. Crespi. I'm pretty sure this one's like kind of clickbait. It's like I don't really remember that well, but it's like clickbait. Actually, I don't know. I think he kills someone. Actually, no. I think he injects a woman. Well, he tries to like put a monkey's blood into a woman to see if like monkey human kinship is possible. Um, Sounds kind of cool, but it's really bad. And then we got Veggie Tales. 'Twas the night before Easter. This is like a late Veggie Tales, so it's really bad, boring. Heidi, 1995. I can't tell you a single thing that happens in it. But then we got SpongeBob SquarePants presents the Title Zone. So this was like SpongeBob like parroting the Twilight Zone, which seems like it wouldn't be terrible, but it's so boring. It's like 45 minutes of SpongeBob, and it's so boring. Oh yeah, it's not just SpongeBob. It's like part SpongeBob, part SpongeBob Camp Coral, and part this Patrick Star show. So it's like super bad. Then we got Kronos. Uh, it's like it has like a bunch of like shots of like rocks and like stuff like that. Hypocrites. I don't know. Okay, then I get next. Just skip a few of those. We got the Mummy's Curse. So I guess I've seen all five Mummy like original Mummy movies, and I guess this one's the worst. The thing with the Mummy like franchise, they keep copying. They always copy themselves. So I don't know. Tell Me You Love Me by Daniel Lodz. So I'm pretty sure this is like Daniel and his like ex-wife go to like Hawaii and they like argue about stuff. Crossroads, 1928. I watched this recently. I don't really remember it at all though. Okay, now at 800, we got VeggieTales, Robin Good, and His Not So Merry Men. So this one's actually not that bad, but like I just don't like the messaging. Because like the message is like don't steal from like really rich people. Um Next up is Halloween 2007. So it's like a remake, and there's some interesting stuff, but it's super boring and it's super like formulaic also. Next up is Dying Man. It's like a shitty YouTube movie. It's terrible. Waste Management. This is like Daniel Lotz and like his friend. I think they find like drugs in a dumpster or something, and they like try to. I don't even know really, but I think the gimmick is like the camera doesn't leave their car. This is Fast Shark 4, Fastester Shark. It's like another like quirky YouTube movie, but it's like a little bit better than those other Fast Shark movies. Ramekin, it's really bad. It's a YouTube movie. Riders of the Purple Sage. It's like a western. Don't really remember it that well. John Denver and the Muppets: A Christmas Together. This one is so boring. Now we got the first stand-up special. It says Nick Swardston make a joke from face. It just wasn't funny at all. It's super boring. And I got John Novosad, jokes I can only tell here. It's really bad. And I got Putney Swope. It's about like a black guy who gets like voted to be a CEO, and he like fires people, and it's like, and he does like stuff. It's like it seems like it'd be cool, but it's super boring. And I got Scooby Doo Adventures, the Mystery Map. So it's like Scooby Doo, and there's puppets, and they go on a mystery on an island, and it's really bad. Now we got Rufus 2016. So this one's kind of funny, but it's really bad. We're gonna see Rufus 2 later. And I got Fast Shark 3, Fastest Shark. It's like the same as the other ones, but worse. I mean, not as bad. I mean, next up is Despicable Me 4. This movie was super boring, in my opinion. And yeah, it just sucks. Now I got Spy Kids Armageddon. So I was pretty hyped for this when we found out they're making Spy Kids 5. Because like Spy Kids 4, I mean that movie's incredible. But Spy Kids 5 is so, I mean, it's just for like, it was like a like little cash grab. It's a budget. I mean, the effects look disgusting, look absolutely terrible, and I mean, and the kids can't act. The kids are terrible at acting in this, and the parents also suck because they're like way too like expressive. Yeah, this movie just absolutely sucks. The villain is so cringe and like terrible. Silent Night, Deadly Night, Part 2. So this is like Silent Night, Deadly Night 1. It's like half the movie, or like probably like 70% of the movie is just like repurposed footage. So it's just like, well, I don't know. It just kind of sucks. I got Richard Pryor, Live and Smoking. I don't really remember this at all, but I do remember that the crowd did not laugh at all. Like, they did not like the jokes. Which was different, I guess. Then we got Impractical Jokers, Shark Week Spectacular. So I've seen this twice, and it's super boring. And like I don't know, they always like glaze like Shark Week and stuff. And there's a lot of like fake stuff too, which I don't really like that. Then we got the Mummy's Tomb. Okay. Okay, and then we got the Zodiac 2005. So this is about the Zodiac killer. I'm pretty sure it's like about like a it's like the Zodiac killer like it's like a copycat, and then there's like a cop, and I think he dies or something. I don't remember it that well. Okay, now we're at the 4 out of 10s. So we got Dance Hall. Yeah, it's not that bad. Pure Cinema. I think it's like Daniel Watts. He like talks about Star Wars and stuff. It's like it's decent, I guess. We got The Doll. It's like I think it's like a girl has to pretend that she's she's like a sex robot. I'm pretty sure. Well, she's not. A girl has to pretend she's a robot, and she like there's a lot of like sexual jokes. I think it's okay, I guess. We got Possum Paddock. Don't remember it. Invisible Shark. I think it's like I think it's like the guy who like interviews people in New York about like a shark, and they have to like play along. It's really bad. I got it's just like a boring, like terrible concert. Super bad. We got The Phantom of the Opera, 1925. It's super long. It's like 2 hours, so it's pretty boring. Just gonna skip these. Puss in Boots: A Furry Tale. So if you look at the poster, it looks like it's like a shitty 3D movie, but it's actually like pretty well animated, like 2D movie. But it's really boring. Well, now we got Chlorine Reminiscing. It's like a shitty YouTube movie. We got Damned, directed by James Murray, aka Murr from Impractical Jokers. They were like talking about this on the show, so I was like, okay, I'll watch it because it's like 55 minutes. So it's like some things are funny. It's like it's so bad it's funny, but most of it is just like really boring. I'm just gonna skip some of these. Okay, we got Jackass, Gumball Rally 3000 Special. So this is like surprisingly really boring. Cause like, I mean, it's just like they just go to some places and like some stuff happens, but basically nothing happens. It's really like kind of just lame. We got Little Caesar. This is about a gangster. It's like it was super boring. We got The Mouse and the Motorcycle. It's okay. It's fine, I guess. I think this was the movie that came out before. It was a prequel. Well, not a prequel, but the movie that came out before Runaway Ralph. It's basically the same movie, but it's like a mouse. He like befriends a kid and he like runs away on a motorcycle. People on Sunday, I don't remember it. Well, I know that they go on they have a picnic. We got Interstellar 5555. The 5 Tori of the 5 Ekrit, 5 Tar, 5 Istam. It's like there's like a lot of music in this, I think, but it's like super boring. Michael, 1924. I can't really recall anything from this, to be honest. We got Ella Enchanted. So I watched this with like Charlotte. It's kind of ass. It's boring. We got A Loud House Christmas. I watched this in May. It's not that bad, surprisingly, but it's still bad though. We got Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Minnie's The Wizard of Diz. It's like Mickey Mouse does like the Wizard of Oz. It's okay. It's decent, but it's boring. Subway Shark. Yeah, so this is the one where they like interview people about like a shark, and they kind of like play along sometimes. Mummy's Hand. It's like another Mummy sequel. It's the same thing as like the other ones that are bad. Cinderella, 1994. Random anime movie. We got Midori, 1992. This movie is like, it's like really boring, but it does stand out because it has like transgender penises. It has like rape. It has like child rape and stuff like that. So it's pretty like, I don't know, less like stuff happens in it, but it's really boring. It kind of just tries to be edgy, and the story just sucks. Maniac, 1934. I don't really remember it, but I think it has this. Might have a. I think it has a serial killer. Or it might just have like a mad scientist or something. The Toll of the Sea, 1922. I'm not sure. I don't even know. So I got Dave Chappelle, The Closer. This is like super bad because he just talks about like trans trans like people on like Twitter and stuff. Just really lazy. And I got the Muppets on Puppets. It's like Jim Henson just talks about puppets. It's pretty boring. Randy Feltface, Smug Druggles. This guy's like a comedian. A lot of people like him, but I think he sucks. I got David Cross. Oh, come on. I guess it's just like a subpar David Cross comedy special. And we got The Double. I feel like this should be lower because this is so agonizingly boring, but I don't care enough to change it. But yeah, it's so boring. It has like two of the. I forgot his name, but he's that guy right there. Jesse Eisenberg, yeah. Yeah, there's like two of him, and it's super lame. So boring. You got Idiocracy. No, Idiocracy. Super boring. This movie's terrible. It should be lower. We got Veggie Tales, Veggies in Space, The Fennel Frontier. Just like, I don't know, it sucks. It really sucks. And we got Veggie Tales, The League of Incredible Vegetables. It seems like it would be cool, but it's not good. You got Double Agent 73. It's another like sexploitation. It's really boring. Got Bad Taste. This is directed by Peter Jackson. It seems like it's cool. It has like aliens. It has really good effects and like they blow up a house, but it's super boring. Got Flushed Away. It's pretty boring. Chopkick Panda. Don't really remember it. We got Jack, um, directed by Francis Ford Coppola. I mean, there's some good stuff, but it's still like just sucks. Honestly, it's boring, and nothing really happens either. The Liang or the Angel. It has like it has a lot of cool visuals, but it's just pretty boring. Also, Superman, Batman, Apocalypse. Um, it's really boring, but like there's some cool stuff in it, and like especially the ending where like in Darkseid pulls up. When you think the movie's about to end, Darkseid pulls up and like fights. It's pretty cool. Fist fight. I mean, to be honest, this movie is not that bad, but there's a lot of like really just terrible jokes. Man of Steel. Yeah, this movie's so terrible. Honestly, this movie's just so boring. The Black Cat. It's kind of shitty. Skipping some of these. Fear and Desire. This is like Stanley Kubrick's first movie, I think. Um, it's pretty boring, but it's okay. Stella Luna. It's pretty sweet, but it's also just kind of boring. It's about like a bat who like lives with birds, I think. Kids Halloween Baking Championship. I don't know why it's on here, but I watched it for some reason. Um, VeggieTales, the ultimate silly song countdown. This is the highest rated VeggieTales movie on this website, but it's super boring. Vicky Cristina Barcelona. This is like Woody Allen at his like laziest. The movie's just terrible. Fast Food Nation, directed by Richard Linklater, who is one of my favorite directors. But this movie is super terrible. It's just absolutely terrible. Randy Feltface, Purple Privilege. Just terrible. It's not funny. He preaches stuff way too much. It's just ass. It's honestly just sucks. It's just not funny at all. Andrei Rublev. This movie has like a 4.5 on this app out of 5, and it's just I feel like people are just like trying to like fit in, and they give this movie a super high rating because this shit is so boring. Because it's like 3.5 hours, and it's really boring. The Dark Crystal. I thought this would be good, but it's extremely boring. Um, VeggieTales, The Star of Christmas. It's okay, I guess. What's Up, Tiger Lily? This is Woody Allen's first movie. It's like a dub over of like a like a Japanese movie or something. And I don't think it's Japanese, but some Asian movie. And he like changes the dialogue, and it's supposed to be funny, but it's like maybe like 3 good jokes, but it's really just boring and like yeah, it's super boring. It's really just a drag. We got The Killer That Stalked New York. It says kind of clickbait because it's just about it's about like a vaccine. There's like a new illness, um, and it's kind of like I think it was kind of like like propaganda or something, but maybe not. But like I don't know, whatever. Tappy Toes. This is obviously a tappy, no, not a Happy Feet like knockoff. It's not that bad though. We got The Master. Um, This movie's just, I don't know. I thought it was like, it's okay. I think it's decent, but I think it's just so boring. I was absolutely bored out of my mind while watching The Master. Especially when, like, the main character, he shops at, like, Sears. That made me rage. Some movies make me rage when I get, like, super bored. And like, when, like, the Joaquin Phoenix character is just, like, in Sears. Like, I think, I don't know. That crashed out when that happened. We got Electric Dragon 80.000V. It's short, and it's like, it should be cool, but it's extremely boring. Then we got Ghost in the Shell. This movie's so boring. Days of Youth. I don't know. The Woody Allen special. Three Ages. So I saw this in 2023 and in 2024. And it's okay. I think that the modern one is good, but I think the other two are boring. Especially the caveman one. We got Lego Jurassic World: The Secret Exhibit. I actually liked the first episode. Well, this is like 2 episodes of a show basically. I liked the first episode, but the second episode was so boring. So it kind of like evened out. Like the first episode was like a 6, second one was like a 2. So I gave it a 4. Now I got Drillbit Taylor, which is the highest of the 4s. It's okay. It's okay, I guess. But it's pretty boring. And a lot of the jokes just don't land. Now we're on to the 5 out of 10s. So this is where things are starting to pick up a little bit. So we got Red Shoes and the Seven Dwarfs. I was expecting this to be really bad, but low key, like it's not bad, to be honest. There's like some good jokes in this movie. We got at 700. We have the Thunderman's Return. I was not gonna lie, I was pretty hyped for this movie. Not because I don't know why though, because I didn't even like the Thundermans. I thought the Thundermans like sucked, but I don't know. I just got kind of excited for this, and it's okay. I mean, it kind of sucks, but it's like, I mean, it's the Thundermans. It's the Thundermans return, so I'll give it like a 5 out of 10. And then we got the Life and Passion of Jesus Christ, 1903. It's definitely like the oldest like feature-length film I've seen. It's okay, I guess. I don't know. And then this is the first movie I saw of the year. Billy and Mandy: Wrath of the Spider Queen. It's okay, but it's pretty boring. We got Island. It's directed by Joel Haver, and he like goes on like, there's like half of it's like green screen, half it's like on an island. It's pretty boring. We got Running Away from Here. It's just like some YouTube movie. It's okay, but it's pretty boring. And then we got London After Midnight. So this movie was like lost, but like there's still like screenshots. So somebody on Internet Archive like screenshotted it a lot and like kind of made it into a movie, but it's more like a comic book kind of. And it's surprisingly decent. We got Straight Shooting. I don't really remember it. We got this is Paris is Burning. Has like a 4.5 average rating, but um, it's about like gay people in like New York or something, and they have freak offs like Diddy, like they have freak offs, and it's really weird. Pretty it's pretty disgusting, honestly. Um, yeah, it's pretty bad, but it's okay. Then we have Girl, yeah, right. So this is like a skate video. It has like some cool effects, especially when um they like invisible skateboard effect. But like it's just people skating for like an hour. I mean, it's pretty boring. We got the Muppets Celebrate Jim Henson. There's like three of these on here, I think. Of them just like a memoriam to Jim Henson. They're all pretty boring. So we got the Hunting Ground. So this is about like rape on college campuses. It's pretty boring, and it's like over 2 hours, and it should be way less. It should be like 30 minutes less long. You got your friend Andrew WK. So I don't know, I think this guy's a musician or something. I didn't know that when I watched this, but I just saw it in my recommended. So it was like 45 minutes. But I just watched it. It's okay, I guess. We got Sesame Street, Elmo Palooza. Has like a bunch of special guests. It's decent, I guess. A tribute to Ryan Dunn. So he died in like a car accident. I think he was drunk driving. Um, it's pretty good because like they don't like glaze him. They're kind of like, yeah, he's kind of like stupid and like he's kind of like, I don't know, he's kind of like, I don't know. They don't like glaze him just because he's died. Like they're like kind of honest. Like I said, it's kind of, I don't know. Um, um, the Waldo moment. It's like, I don't know. It's okay, I guess. Sons of the Desert. So I thought this would be good. It has like I forgot their names. It has those two guys in it, but it's really boring. We got The Eternal Jew. This is like a Nazi propaganda movie. It's pretty entertaining. Cause like they call Jews like rats and like stuff like that, and like it's kind of funny. You got One Shot. So this is just like Daniel Lotz and his friend. It's like in this movie, it's like One Shot, and like they go to Walmart and like buy something, I think, and then they go rob a bank, and like I thought it was good, but in the last like 7 minutes, it just completely ruins the movie, because Daniel and like the girl in the back seat, like just say like they're gonna like run away together or something. It just ruined the whole movie. Nosferatu, 1922. So I've seen this movie twice. It's okay. It's decent. We got Split Screen. It's like a lame horror movie. We got Joe Gatto messing with people. I thought this would be good because Joe Gatto is like the best Impractical Joker, but I mean, it didn't doesn't really translate to stand up comedy. Um, um, VeggieTales, The Little House That Stood. it's okay, but this is like a bunch of different like fairy tale tellings. And I don't like those. I don't like when they do a bunch of different fairy tales and like different things. I don't know why. They got fear, anxiety, and depression. This is like Todd Solondz's first movie. He took like a 6 year break after making this, which I think is good. This movie's kind of trash. And this is like it's kind of like a Woody Allen ripoff, like a lot of his mannerisms and like the writing and stuff. Bluebeard. I think it's about a serial killer, which is kind of cool. Where Do You Go, Bernadette? This movie's ass, honestly. It should be lower. Snow White. No, okay. Rufus 2. So if you recall, Rufus 1 was down in 3 out of 10. But now we got Rufus 2, 5 out of 10. It's decent. Like Rufus in this, like, meets this girl who's a cat. And I don't remember what. If there's like a bad guy and they stop them. I think someone dies also. I think the girl dies. We got Escape from Mr. Meloncello's Library. So this is kind of a throwback because I remember a lot of ads for this back in 2017. It has like Dickie or whatever. And I think it has Nikki from Nicky Ricky Dicky Dog. But this movie's decent. Decent, like back to back Nickelodeon movies, both decent. We got Alias, John Preston. It stars the guy. It stars Count Dooku. I don't know why. I mean, I know his name. I don't know why I can't recall it right now. It stars that guy in like, I don't know. It's like a serial killer or something. VeggieTales, McLarry, and the Stinky Cheese Battle. It's like I don't even know. It's like Larry does some stuff, and it's like, I don't know. Don't really remember it that well. We got Fred 2, Night of the Living Fred. So there's actually some. I thought this one was super bad, but I watched it again, and it's decent. Like there's some funny stuff in it, and especially like with Fred when he like talks about how he thinks his teacher's a vampire. It's definitely the best part of the movie. I'm pretty sure he kills him at the end or something. The Wolf Man. It's okay. It stars like Todd Cheney or whatever his name is. It's okay. You got The Mummy. It's okay, I guess. We got Superman and the Mole Man. So this has like Superman. He doesn't do anything in this. They're just like calling him Superman, but he doesn't do anything. There's like a mole man, and they're really like weird. And like I don't even know, but oh yeah, I don't really recall it. Ninjago, Masters of Spin Jitsu, Day of the Departed. It's okay, but I feel like I don't know. I've never really watched Ninjago, so I didn't know like any of the characters. I didn't really know what was going on, so I could only like it so much. But it's decent. We got One Piece the movie. Shit is so boring. We got the Gooligans Super Show. I was expecting this to be terrible, but there's like a decent amount of good jokes. So it's okay, you know. We got Coogan's Bluff. It stars Clint Eastwood, directed by Don Siegel. It's decent. It's like a decent, like, neo-western. Then we got Johnny with a Chance of Meatballs. I remember thinking this movie was like good, but it's really, really boring. Magic Gift of the Snowman. I remember the snowman like roast the shit out of one of the kids. You got The World of Jim Henson. So this is like the same. It's like another like memorial thing. It's pretty bad. And we got The Christmas Tree. This movie's pretty cool because like it has the most hateable villain I've ever seen. There's like the foster parent, probably the most hateable villain in any movie I've ever seen. They're so annoying. You should check out The Christmas Tree 1991 if you want like it's like a decent movie. But the villain is very hateable. Then we got The Muppets Celebration of 30 Years. This is like the same shit as like The World of Jim Henson, like shit like that. It's boring. Dave Chappelle The Dreamer. I don't know. Don't remember it. Autumn Sonata. This has a 4.5 average rating. It's really boring. Animal Farm. I thought it'd be good because it has like Nazis as pigs basically, but it's super boring. We got Long Pants, directed by Frank Capra. It's a funny silent comedy, but it's not one of like the main like popular silent comedians either. So it's like some random guy, but that's good. That's at 650. TMNT 2007. There's some good action, I guess, but it's pretty boring. We got Benny's Bathtub. 1971. Yeah, like this kid Benny goes in his bathtub. It's like okay. We got Chime. This movie came out last year. I thought it'd be good, but it was really, really, well, not really boring, but it's like the same as I forgot what it's called. No, it's the same as the Cure, like 1997. It's by the same director. He just copied himself. It's probably like a pseudo sequel or something, but it's really boring. And we got Mr. No Legs. This barely has Mr. No Legs in it, but Mr. No Legs like does kill someone in like a wheelchair, but it's okay, I guess. But it's also really boring though. There's John Mulaney New in Town. Has like a 4 point. I think it's the highest rated special, comedy special on like Letterboxd. So I guess I watched it, but it's really bad. I don't know why that's the highest rating, but I'd say it's ass. Howard the Duck. I thought it was okay, but like it should have had a. It doesn't even have a villain or something. It's really like the ending's terrible. But there's like a lot of like good like sex jokes in it. Daisies, 1966. It's kind of boring. Knock Knock. This movie's really weird because like they rape him, and I think they dig him in a hole and like kill him. But there's like a lot of like funny lines in this. They got Aladdin and his wonderful lamp. Don't really remember it. We got Summertime Killer. It's too long. It's like 2 hours long. It's way too long. Happy the Littlest Bunny. I don't know. Top of the Food Chain. This movie's like, I don't know, I forgot. It's pretty boring though. We got Transformers 2007. The movie's really boring. It's way too long. It's like 2.5 hours almost. Her 2013. Super boring. Close Up. Super boring. VeggieTales, Gideon, Tuba Warrior. I don't know. It's okay, I guess. We got the Rhapsody, Street Kids, Believe in Santa. So there's some funny lines in this, especially with this little kid. He like roasts the shit out of some girl in this movie. I'm pretty sure he just called. I don't remember, but in this, black kid rhymes everything. Like he's a rapper basically. He like rhymes every sentence. Yeah, For Heaven's Sake, starring Harold Lloyd. I've seen this twice. Pretty good. No, it's decent. We got David Cross, Worst Daddy in the World. It's okay, I guess. We got The Thief. Don't really remember it. We got Shocker, 1989. So I've seen this movie twice. And I liked it a lot more the second time. Because it's pretty goofy. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like just sucks also at the same time. But it's not that bad, really. We got Deadpool and Wolverine. A lot of people like this movie. I thought it was terrible. I thought the dialogue was absolutely terrible. But the action was pretty good. But yeah, the jokes was terrible. You got A Car's Life, Sparky's Big Adventure. So saw this twice this year, and it's a W, like so bad it's good movie. There's like a lot of like funny stuff in it. And there's like murder also. Then we got XYZ, A Epic Story in 4 chapters. Yeah, XYZ, not very good. You know, I mean, XYZ 1 is decent. XYZ 2, it's okay, I guess. XYZ 3, the Spedrick Trials. So bad, so boring. And XYZ 4. XYZ 4 is decent, I guess. But yeah, just not. I mean, it's overall, it's just like a 5 out of 10, I guess. You got Rocky Mountain Holiday with John Denver and the Muppets. It's kind of just sucks. You got Way Out West. I had high expectations for this movie, but it sucked. All the Right Noises. It sounds like a guy in his late 30s, and like he has like sex with like a 16-year-old or something, or like a 15-year-old. I don't know. It's okay, I guess. Bloodsport. It's decent. Decent action movie, but it's pretty boring. You got The Man from Planet X. Pretty boring. We got Louis C.K. Sorry. I don't really remember it. We got Michelle Wolf Joke Show. Not very good. We got The Brides of Dracula. Yeah. Dan Soder, Son of a Gary. I don't know. Don't remember it. We got Earth versus the Flying Saucers. One thing I remember is that it says there's flying saucers, but there's only one, and it's not even big. But they like attack the White House, but they shoot it down. You got Submarine. This movie's super boring. The show, The Pit and the Pendulum. I remember I watched this like at the doctor's office when I had an ear infection. And yeah, it's Cinema Paradiso. It has like a 4.5 average rating. I thought it was really boring, and I thought the characters sucked. We got Bugs Bunny's third movie, 1001 Rabbit Tales. So this did like the thing where they like, tell like classic fairy tales and stuff, which I don't like, so I didn't like it. We got Abbott and Costello meet Jerry Seinfeld. Abbott and Costello stuff is good, but a lot of it's just Jerry Seinfeld just like explaining the jokes. And I'm pretty sure he's a pedophile. Now I got Pure Cinema 2. I got Pure Cinema 3 and Pure Cinema 3. Which is actually the same movie. But it's like, I don't know. I don't want to explain it, but yeah, it's kind of just sucks. 4th of July, directed by Louis C.K., starring, what's his name? Oh, okay, I forgot his name right now, but you'll see him later on. So this is it's directed by my favorite comedian, Louis C.K., starring one of my favorite comedians. I forgot his name, but it sucked. We got Gomo. This has like some like. It's like, what if every kid in this was like Sid from Toy Story, but times like 3, and they kill animals and like rape people. I think. It's okay. It's boring. Then we got Catfish. This is like about like a guy who like meets up with like actually like he like exposes like a woman for lying online. Then we got 300. We got Randy writes a novel. This is Randy Philface. Like I said, Randy Philface sucks. Yeah, he's not funny. He just sucks. But I don't know. It has good structure, though. It has good structure. Now we got the 39 Steps. I think it's about like a gang, like a street gang. They sell like alcohol. Go Kart Go. It's like a kids racing movie. It's British. We got Guilty of Romance. It's like a girl like gets raped. It's directed by Sion Sono. Then we got 9. It's like okay. It's like some good action stuff, but pretty boring. Army of Shadows. I thought it would be good. Cause like look at the poster. It looks really cool. But it's really boring. We got Joker, Fully Ado. I mean, I don't think I need to tell you that it's pretty bad. I got Primer. It's okay, but it's really confusing, and I didn't like it. I got The Long Day Closes. I had very high expectations for this, but it just kind of sucks. The Wicker Man. It's really boring. Transformers 1. A lot of people like this movie. I thought it sucked. Well, I didn't think it sucked, but I didn't think it was good. I thought stuff about it was good, but I thought the writing was terrible. Sweet Smell of Success. Not good. Like nothing happens in it. Then we got Zero for Conduct. It's about like a strict school. It's pretty boring. Frog. I think it has Shelley Duvall in it. I think it's about a kid who finds a frog who can talk. It's okay, I guess. We got THX 1138 directed by George Lucas. Um, there's like a lot of like sex in it for some reason. It's okay, but it's pretty boring also. And then we got Z. This movie's cool, but a lot of it's just most of it's just boring, like desk talking, which isn't always boring, but like in this it is. Yeah, it's pretty boring. And we got um, the kid starring Charlie Chaplin, who is a pedophile. Um, it's okay. So yeah, that's the end of the 5 out of 10s. But now we're on to the 6 out of 10s. So these are the movies that I would consider like decent, Like they're pretty like these are like the decent to like pretty goods. So we got me and Orson Welles. It's okay. And I got All Quiet on the Western Front, 1930. Pretty cool. Um, Picking Up the Pieces. This is Daniel Lotz and his friend yell at each other. It's decent. Um, this should be lower. American Boy, A Profile of Stephen Prince. It's like Stephen Prince, who's like a storyteller. He like tells stories, and like Martin Scorsese like pulls up with his friends, and like Stephen Prince just like tells them stories. It's kind of weird. George Carlin, Inside the Actors Studio. It's okay, I guess. George Carlin on location at USC. Alright. Just gonna skip some of these. Skip that. Lenny Cook. This is about like a guy named Lenny Cook who was like good at basketball. And like in this you can see people like Carmelo Anthony. And like he like talks to Carmelo. He talks to like LeBron. And it's like he was good at basketball, but I forgot what happened, but he fell off. He like didn't make the league or something. And then it cuts to him like and he's fat. And then like the president he's like fat. Metalhead. It's okay. It's kind of like an episode of The Boys. If you didn't have like the wisecrack comedy also. Yeah, George Carlin again. One thing about George Carlin, in like the early ones, he reused a lot of the material. So if you're gonna watch like all of them, like you're gonna hear a lot of the same jokes, which is kind of annoying. Celebrity Manhunt's Total Drama Action Reunion Special. It's a decent like total drama action special, I guess. They got VeggieTales Sweet Pea Beauty. It's okay. I think there's like murder in this. I'm pretty sure like the mirror grows limbs, like arms and legs, and then like tries to kill people. Which that was cool. Tiny Toon Spring Break. It's like all the Looney Tunes characters go on spring break and they're like kids and like some stuff happens. Like shenanigans, basically. The SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water. I thought it started off good, but the ending is super boring. So, House of Frankenstein, boring. It's disappointing. A Matter of Life and Death. This movie is really boring, honestly. We got Italian American. This is like Martin Scorsese like interviews his parents. The dad doesn't really do anything, but the mom does a lot of stuff. We got Nasty Nuisance. So it has like I don't know his name, but the guy who led like Japan in World War II, Hitler and Mussolini, and they get like it should be a great movie because it's like a slapstick comedy kind of, Yeah, it is. It's like a slapstick comedy. So it's a slapstick comedy starring Hitler and Mussolini and the guy who led Japan. Now, that should be a great movie, but it's not that good to be honest. It's kind of like I don't even know. Chill Out Scooby Doo. It's pretty bad, pretty boring. Rurouni Kenshin Part 2, Kyoto Inferno. This movie sucks. Yeah, The Informant. It's okay. It has some good like voiceover. That's why it's like pretty memorable part of it. We got Tiny Toon Night Ghoulery. It's like the Tiny Toon people. They like tell ghost stories or something. It's okay. It's pretty good actually. Yeah, it's pretty good. Dave Chappelle, The Age of Spin. Don't remember it. 7 Men from Now. I was pretty disappointed by this. It's kind of boring, but it's like a decent western. 7 Days in Hell. Super laggy when I tried to watch this, which probably hurt my enjoyment, but it's not. It's honestly pretty. It's not good to be honest. And I got Vertigo. Pretty disappointed. For like 95% of it, I had to have like a 5 out of 10. But I thought the ending was good, so I had to bump it up to a 6 out of 10. I got Rude Awakening. So if you look at the poster, it shows like a creature like scratching under the bed. But it's not like that at all. But it's like good though. It's like a. It's like what if you thought. I could be wrong. I think it's like what if you thought you were in a dream? Yeah, what if you thought you were in a dream but you weren't? Basically, I think that's what it is, and it's actually surprisingly good. Vampire. Pretty good visuals. Children. It's about like it's about this guy like he's a kid. I think he gets molested. Maybe not though. Maybe that might be something else. He at least gets like bullied. Um, a simple smash and bash job gone wrong. So if you call earlier, like lower on the list, there's a bunch of like quirky YouTube movies. So this is one of those, but I thought it was actually pretty good to be honest. Pretty funny. Um, The Time of Their Lives, starring Abbott and Costello. It's like they're ghosts. It's like it's a decent movie. And we got Shrek Forever After. Where My Witch Is At. The whole Shrek franchise is so overrated. Now at 550, we got Dracula, 1931. It's decent. Max Headroom, 20 minutes into the future. Um, it's decent. There's like some cool like sound effects. Yeah, this film is not yet rated. It's about like the film rating board, and they like dox them. It's kind of interesting. The Naughty 90s. I think they like time travel into the 90s, and it's okay, I guess. I bet they do that. Fred 3, Camp Fred. I mean, this movie's just a W, you know. Personal favorite, you know. I mean, then the ending song. Who could forget that? And who could forget the beginning song too? The beginning like summer song. It's like school's almost over. That song, like the beginning song, the end song are really good. And there's a lot of like funny stuff. And the best part is like him thinking the food is poisoned. That's kind of what Fred does best. Like in Fred 2, he thinks the vampire is a vampire. No, not the vampire. He thinks his teacher's a vampire. And like in the first one, he like plans out a move like how he's gonna like kill people. No, not kill people, but like go to the girl's house. Like that's the best part of all the Fred movies when he's like over explaining stuff and like just being stupid. Um. Hmm. VeggieTales, Celery Night Fever. It has like dancing and stuff. Yeah, I don't really remember it that well though. I like just watched it. Like The Fatal Witness. Um, I don't really remember it, but I do remember the ending where it's like it basically reveals that there was a ghost that like did some stuff. The Pilgrim. That's a decent silent film. Heavy Traffic. What's this guy's name? Ralph Bakshi. Um, Pretty good movie. We got LEG in the house. Decent comedy, but it's kind of like boring also. Norm Macdonald, Nothing Special. This was like filmed on his laptop, and he like died like a few months after. It's okay, I guess. Um, Tom Segura, mostly stories. I don't really remember watching this. Hard Target, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's a good action movie. He like goes into the woods and he has to escape like a gangster, and it's pretty good. And there's some good side characters. We got Run Ronnie Run, starring David Cross. It's just like a good indie comedy. And we got Taking Lives. It's like a pure like thriller. I feel like if I watch this again, I'll give a higher rating. Cause, I mean, when I watched it, I liked it. From Beyond. It starts off really good, but by the end, it's so boring. But there's a lot of good effects, effects. Some comedy specials there. Murders in the Rue Morgue. I think a guy like pulls up in their house and he like falls off the stairs and dies. Pretty good. Frankenstein, 1931. Pretty good. I mean, you can't go wrong, but it's pretty boring also. Alvin and the Chipmunks go to the movies. Funny, we shrunk the adults. It's decent. Upstate Story, like a guy who doesn't like his life, and it's black and white. Dave Chappelle, Killing Them Softly. It's like a decent comedy special. The Deadly Spawn. So this had a pretty low budget, but it has like great special effects. Well, not special, like I don't know, like effects, like practical effects. But it's also kind of boring. Lego Legends of Chima, The Power of the Chi. I remember seeing ads for this stuff, like Chima, Legends of Chima. But it's pretty good, honestly. Richard Pryor, live on Sunset Strip. Don't remember it. But I do know he has like a really good suit in this. Impractical Jokers, Live Punishment Special. It's okay, but like there's a lot of like stupid shit, and I think Howie Mandel's there, and he makes it so much worse. Killer's Kiss, Stanley Kubrick, decent movie. Ted 2, decent movie. Hound of the Baskervilles, pretty disappointing. Batman Gotham by Gaslight. I saw this before, but I remember not liking it at all. But I watched it again. It's pretty good. It's like decent. Scooby. The best part is the ending. Scooby Goes Hollywood. I think it's like Shaggy and Scooby leave the crew and try to make like movies or something, but they don't. And then they go back together. The Boy and the Beast. Pretty lame, pretty formulaic, pretty boring. Except the ending, which is pretty crazy, but it was also still boring. Louis C.K. Chewed Up. I think it's super overrated. And I haven't been able to watch it again. I've been looking, but I haven't been able to find it, so. There Will Be No Leave Today. Directed by... First movie, directed by Andrei Tarkovsky. His first movie. It's pretty good. But it's like really like simple kind of. Hey Good Looking. Directed by Ralph Bakshi. It's like in the 50s. It's pretty good. It's animated. Tour de Pharmacy. It's like a decent comedy. Like SNL type comedy. Lovers Rock. It's decent, I guess. Strike. Pretty good silent movie. There's a lot of like cool visuals. Sonic the Hedgehog, decent movie. Care Bear's Journey to Joke-A-Lot. There's a lot of cool stuff in this. There's like this one song. I don't remember it anymore, but it's pretty good, honestly. Fritz the Cat, pretty good, I guess. There's like sex in it, and there's like nudity and stuff. There's like rape, and like I think there's gang rape also. Even though it's just like a cat. Lego Hero Factory Breakout, pretty good animation. Wiener, it's okay, I guess. Aloha Scooby Doo. It started off really kind of bad, but like the ending, it gets really good. Sunset Boulevard. Watch this in class on like the TV, you know, like in class. Cause I watch many movies in class, but it's like in class. I thought it was boring. Really overrated. Things Could Always Be Worse. I think this is like they get stuck in a room and like they get stuck in a room, I guess. And at 500 we have to leave here together. It's okay. The guy like plays himself as like a girl, and they're in like a cabin. And we got Drowning in Potential. I don't really remember it, but it has Dax Flame. And we got South Park Vaccination Special. It's pretty good, I guess. Steve-O, Demise and Rise. It's okay. Just gonna skip some of these. We got Mo and the Big Exit. It's like Larry pulls up, he kills some people. Like he kills like a slave owner, I think. You got Beavis and Butthead Do America. Pretty decent. There's some good jokes, but it's also kind of boring sometimes. We got The Brothers Solomon, starring Will Forte and another guy. Pretty good comedy. It's like a decent comedy. I got The Wolverine. Started off very good, but the ending is really, 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 really boring. Then we got The Zodiac Killer, 1971. So this, I've seen this twice. Wait, no, I haven't. Never mind. Yeah, this came out in 1971, which is like when the Zodiac Killer was active, so it's like interesting. And it's like really low budget, and it has like there's a lot of like cool like visuals. Like in one of the things, like the guy like pours out some salt on the table and like draws like the zodiac sign. It's pretty cool. Because the guy's like talking about how like scary the zodiac is, and he draws it out. I mean, it's cool. And there's also a funny scene where this guy like he takes like his daughter like hostage, I think, and like right before he like dies, he yells like, "I'm the Zodiac, like I'm the Zodiac killer," and then he like falls into a pool, I think. But I don't know. You should watch it. I think it's on YouTube. It's free, I think. You should definitely watch it. It's funny. Um, Next up is the Batman vs Dracula. So I watched this at like 5 a.m. before school. It's pretty good. There's some like good jokes. I got Borat, Cultural Learnings of America for Make Benefit Glorious Nation of Kazakhstan. It's pretty decent comedy. Some of it's boring. Some of it's funny. We got Dick Tracy. So this has some really great visuals, but it's pretty boring, and the twist ending is terrible. Clueless. It's like a decent teen comedy, I guess. The Thief and the Cobbler. This has some great animation, but the story is just not really up to par. Hulk 2003. The visuals are really cool. There's a lot of great transitions. And the ending's pretty good also, but it's too long. Iron Man 3. It used to be like my favorite Iron Man movie, but I think it fell off. It's pretty boring. The Conversation. It should probably be lower because this movie's really boring. Tramp, Tramp, Tramp. I think this is like the same guy who starred in like Nice Pants or whatever it was called. It's decent comedy. We got the Terrence Davies trilogy. It's just like 3 short films like packaged together. I don't really remember it, but I know it has like so Terrence Davies is like gay, and it has like a kid, and there's like a penis or something. Yeah, like, I think the kid like sucks a penis or something like that. The Easter Bunny is coming to town. I remember I came back from lunch at school. Started watching this in English class, bro. That shit was dope. Honestly, this movie's W. The Easter Bunny's coming to town. It's just a W movie. The Old Dark Horse. No, not horse. House. Okay, so this is the one that has a guy who like falls on the stairs and dies. It's pretty cool. There's some good visuals. But it's kind of boring. We got the text. It's okay, I guess. Just gonna skip some of these. Youth in Revolt, starring Michael Cera. It's okay, but it's too long and it's kind of boring also. Well, it's not. It's not. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's boring, but it's way too long. Well, it's not even way too long. I don't even know. It's just not that good, honestly. It's just not great. Saw 2. Pretty cool movie. Bride of Frankenstein. Pretty good. Lego Monkey Kid. A Hero is Born. I was expecting that like the Lego Monkey Kid shit to be terrible, but I mean the animation's really good. And it's honestly it's not bad at all. Total Drama Island. Pretty sure this is like the ending of the first season or something. It's decent, I guess. Mirrored Mind. This is like a Japanese it's like a It's like there's like not a lot of dialogue. It's mostly just like visuals, I think. It's okay. Bad Day at Black Rock. It's a decent movie, but pretty boring. South Park at the End of Obesity. It's like a decent South Park special, I guess. Anyone else but me? I mean, it's alright. Psycho 4, The Beginning. Pretty good. The Psycho sequels are underrated. They're all good. And the second one's better than the first one. Godzilla 1954. Pretty good. But it's boring. Winter Light. It's boring. Hulk vs. Thor. Pretty good. Cigars of the Pharaoh. It's like Adventures of Tintin. It's okay. There's a lot of them on this list, so be prepared. Tintin and the Picaros. It's alright. Pretty boring. Well, it's not boring, but it's not good. We have the Comedy Central roast of Charlie Sheen. I thought it started off good. Like the first 4 people who went were good, but then the rest kind of just sucked, honestly. King Atar's Scepter. And there's Valerie in her Week of Wonders. So this has like child like nudity in it. It's pretty weird, but it's okay. There's a lot of good like visuals. So it's an okay movie. And we got 16 Snow Job. So this is like the show 16. It's like a special, and like I think there's like I don't really know. I don't remember this one that well. But there's like good jokes in it. The Real Bros of Simi Valley, the movie. This is on like Roku. Like this is like a Roku exclusive. And I watched it, I guess. So I used to be a fan of the YouTuber Cody Ko, and he's in this, but he's like kind of like a pedophile or something. But it's okay. But it's way too long. It's like 2 hours. Gillian Keeves, the special. It's like sketch comedy. It's decent, I guess. Family Guy presents Stewie Griffin, The Untold Story. I mean, it's just like Family Guy. It's okay, you know. Dead End. It's like a average like gangster movie from the 30s. Okay, we got Joe List. Enough for everybody. Okay, I don't know. Dark Horse. Directed by Todd Solondz. It's like a guy who like collects toys. He works at his dad's like place, and like he works there, and he gets fired, and he gets in a car crash, and he dies. And it started off really good, but the ending. I mean, the second half of the movie is really boring. Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. It's like a decent movie. It's okay. Moment of Innocence. Pretty good. It's alright. It's just kind of boring. Impractical Jokers, the movie. It's okay. Well, this is the second time I watched it, and I liked it a lot more than the first time. I mean, it's pretty good. And when Joe is in the Hawks training facility, I mean that's like a top 10 like segment of the whole show. Ice Cream Man. It's like a pretty good like schlocky. I don't even know if that's right use the word, but it's like a decent like kind of cheesy horror movie. Strings. It's okay. 16, Dude of the Living Dead. So like all the kids get stuck in the mall and they there's zombies, so and like they slowly all get infected, and I don't remember the ending though. The Golem, how he came into the world. Um, I made like an 8 minute. No, I made like a 10-minute long video about it, so I'm not gonna talk about it. Larry Boy and the Bad Apple. This is my favorite VeggieTales movie that I've seen. There's a lot of good songs, and like the Bad Apple's like an interesting film. I've got It's Three Strikes, Charlie Brown. This is like just some like Peanuts type stuff. Saw 3. It has like a girl has to like save like Kramer or whatever his name is. It's pretty good. It's a good thriller. I got The Freshman. This has like has Mike has it has Vito Corleone in it, which is pretty cool. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It's a decent movie, but I like the other two more. Halloween, 1978. It's okay, I guess. It's pretty boring though, especially the ending is really boring. White Mane. It's pretty good. It's about like a kid with his horse. He has to like save the horse, and there's like horse fighting and stuff. And it's pretty violent. Wayne's World 2. So this is the first movie I ever watched on VipStream.tv. So that's whenever I go on it, it goes on Wayne's World 2. It's decent. It's like a decent comedy. Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. So it stars Marilyn Monroe, and there's like musicals and stuff. It's decent. Sindochi, New York. It's a good movie, but it's boring. We got The Navigator, directed by Buster Keaton. Silent comedy. You got Old School. It's just like a like 2000s comedy. Brazil. This movie's super boring. Sal Volcano, Terrified. Just a good little like comedy special. The Verdict, and directed by Don Siegel. It's pretty good, I guess. El Mariachi. It's pretty good for like the $8,000 budget, and yeah, it's pretty good. Cool Hand Luke. Watch this in school. It's okay, but it's pretty boring. Um, hmm. Okay, at 4:20, we're gonna make a part 2, because I can hear. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna make a part 2.